Hello, everyone. Brandon Carey is with you once more, and today we are going Commando with Ratchet and Clank. And no, I'm not wearing pants right now. Thank you for asking. But we're also going Commando. That's something they kind of do with the titles is like they are double entendres because Insomniac be that way. Alright, that's the way back from location. This is also a shortcut we took to... Yeah, we don't need to go there. When we last left off, we had finished saving Clank from the evil thief and mastermind of the plot to kidnap the experiment from Megacorp. I know, right, Kelly? Like, he's wearing pants, but he's called going Commando. What a ridiculous assertion. Alright, let us go to the quick select. And now, we will do the customary Ratchet and Clank action of removing every item that is maxed out from your hotbar, because they are now functionally useless. The Lancer especially gets really, really worthless as the game goes on, doing next to no damage. So, I don't know if it's a problem with going Commando, but it's kind of like a thing that becomes a recurring, like, behavior the series promotes, where once you finish leveling up a weapon, you might as well just toss it aside and pretend it never exists, because it effectively doesn't anymore. Because why use it when you could instead use this other gun that will gain experience through kills? That's kind of like the curse, is that, yo, yeah, you finished leveling your weapon, now it's stronger now. It's more powerful than it used to be. But now it might as well be just a slot in your inventory you're never going to use it again. Not really a problem per se, just kind of like a quirk of how the game's mechanics encourage players to think. And to their credit, this style does promote a diverse, like, it does encourage you to play a diversity of playstyles, because you are constantly swapping out weapons as the game goes on. You're never using the same guns unless you're like really, really attached to them. Get a few turrets out. So you're just constantly swapping out weaponry. There will be exceptions, but those are few and far in between. Gotta love a good shotgun for these kinds of waves. Well, shit. That was effective. Using this new strafe feature for all it's worth. Trying to level up this chopper so we can get off our Hot Wheel next time we... There we go! Now to stop using the multi-star. Because it is now upgraded, and therefore useless. This is a good place for crowd control weapons. Alright, so let's drop a few turrets these guys' way. Shake my head. Shake my head. We're approaching. At least we should be approaching soon a special kind of Easter egg for people who've played the first game. Nice. Oh, that's funny, Kelly. First, though, time for looks like an arena combat, which, since we did a lot during the Mactar Resort area, you'll be fine with. Oh, look! A big crowd for my shotgun. How convenient. So let's keep going. To the ruins of this wrecked Gadgetron facility. Yeah, this is it.
Excuse me. I think I just blew another vacuum tube.
Should I have a look?
My word! You young people are so fresh these days. Oh, don't feel bad. I guess I'm just old-fashioned about that sort of thing. Did you know that I've been with Gadgetron since the beginning?
So you sell these gadgets?
Darling, they sell themselves.
Now, because we have a Ratchet and Clank 1 save, all of the guns that we purchased in the first game are free. You'll also notice that because they are Gadgetron weapons and not Megacorp weapons, they do not level up. And if you want, if you had a million bullets, you could buy the Rhino. That's kind of a post-game thing, so we're not worried about it too much right now. And while it is great to have all these weapons, they are even worse than a fully leveled up Megacorp weapon, which means they are worse than functionally useless. They do next to no damage. And they don't even get upgrades, so you're just better off not using them. They are really only there if you were a fan of using them in the first game. And admittedly, some of the cooler weapons are the ones they chose to bring back. The Tesla coil and the Visibomb gun. They're just not good. And now, here's a good way of gating. Here's actually a pretty good thing, the cool thing they did. Because you don't have to go here first. You can go, or you don't have to go here after Clank. You can come here first and then do Megapolis later. That's the cutscene that triggers over there requires, has Clank in it. So the way they gate it is you can't cross. You can't cross this threshold without Clank. You just can't do it. You can't jump all the way over there. So because Clank is in that scene, it makes sense that they wouldn't let you go cross that threshold without him. It's a cool little way they gated off this little cutscene so that you don't do it until you're ready for it, or until the game's ready to give it to you.
Let you in here. Get lost before I flatten your robot into a hubcap.
Touch him, and it's Plasma City!
Oh gosh, you didn't have to yell. Why did he have to yell?
Hey man.
It's okay. He's getting angry. He's getting angry because Clank was threatened.
Little guy.
Sir, it is okay. We are your fellow desert riders.
You're... So you understand my sensitivities?
Absolutely, sir. We just came here to race.
Well, you can borrow my Bluebell, so long as you're gentle. She just needs a few repairs.
Hang in there, my brother. Bluebell is in good hands.
To answer your question, Kelly, there are a couple reasons that you might, that they might have included those old gadget weapons, even if they are, like, functionally useless. One of them is that later on, there's a level with a skill point called Old School that you can only get if you clear the level from start to finish using only Gadgetron weapons. So the weapons could exist for that skill point. I imagine on top of that, it could also be like a developer who really likes those weapons and wants them to come back. I've heard stranger stories from development teams. Oh, you fuckface. Look at this rubber banding shit. Alright. The other reason I could think is because those weapons are fan favorites. And so they wanted to bring them back as a little, thank you to fans for playing the new game. So fast I missed the boost. Shake my head. Shake my head. Really, this is the introductory race, so it's not hard. And really the way you win is just by keeping your boost up all the time. And it's really not even that tough to do so. I don't think I've even used the gadget weapons during the Impossible Challenge. During the Arena Challenge. But that's an interesting point, actually. Now that you've said it out loud. Alright, this time looks like we are well ahead of the competition. So, that's good to see. I believe there is a skill point for doing one of these courses in a fast enough time. I don't know if we'll reach it, but we'll probably do a couple of courses here just to get some extra bolts. I actually enjoy the hover bike races in this game quite a bit, especially when you compare it to the disaster that is the hoverboard races in the first game. This is a huge improvement. So that is the race you do for story completion.
Great racing, buddy. Here, take this helmet so the guys know you're one of us.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-oh. Incoming message from the boss. Attention all Thugs for Less employees. First of all, whatever slug brain's been eating all the choo-choo bars in the break room, better quit stuffing his face. Around. Hey, turn those lights off. It's bad feng shui.
I love this
Our
goober.
space rendezvous point has been moved to, and listen up, knuckleheads, the Felsen system in sector 1, 2,
He's
3,
such a
4,
moron.
5. If you're no good with numbers, find a buddy to help you. Lastly, the company picnic is this Sunday. Don't forget to bring your own juice this time. Hey! I saw that, Cletus! You just earned yourself a write-up.
A write-up.
Sorry. The boss only yells 'cause he loves us.
Yes, sir. I do feel his affection.
Did you see that broadcast?
Not really.
We should scope.
Not really.
We might intercept some stray transmissions.
Because he had the helmet on the whole time, he couldn't actually see the broadcast. I like that. Not really. Well, it's not a lot of bolts, but still worth doing. But as for these bike races, I find the hover bike a lot easier to control than the hoverboard did in Ratchet and Clank 1. Oh, this is not good. There we go. Also not good. Missing these turbos and it's fucking me up. See, this is introducing a new concept. This is the same bike race as before, the exact same course. The difference being this time they added weapons to it. So we have to actually defend ourselves against upcoming aggression. And additionally, use the weapons to keep ourselves ahead if we weren't, you know, blazing through the course at lightning speed. Honestly, the weapons don't really factor too much into these courses, because these courses aren't too complex. Yeah, it's Death Race now. Nothing, but it's hard to call it that, really, because you're so massively ahead of everyone on this course. So massively ahead. Now we got a rocket. We're on the last lap, so there's no reason to conserve turbo. You want to be using turbo all the time, and so we're doing all right. Yo, I actually, like, replayed Jack X, like, during COVID. Which might have been, like, I think, like, half a year ago I played it. It's still a really good racing game. Frustrating as hell sometimes, but really good. Another race. Main canyon and caves open, weapons and turbos available. So this is a change to the course. Get out of my way! At least they don't steal your turbo. Yeah, the shortcut's been added. Okay, restart race. There is a platinum bolt here, you're right. We will be going for it. Just need to focus for a little bit. If you're wondering why I'm decelerating during that, that jump on the hill, I actually, if you go too fast, you will overshoot the turbo boost. And so, by purposely slowing myself down a little bit, I can conserve turbo. And let my turbos last a little longer. At least that is the intent. We are lapping people now. Did not overshoot it. Perfect. That's what I want to see. Now we're lapping people so badly that it's starting to actually interfere with our continued racing on the track. That's okay, missed that turbo pad. But we're still all good. Missing that is kind of a problem, but also not insolvable. He wasn't even competing with us, but we still blew him up. You got a skill point! Wow! wasn't even trying for that. I'll take it though. I need more bolts, so we're gonna do like the last 2 races and then we're gonna call it quits. Do you get the platinum bolt for doing the last race? I guess if you do, then we were destined to do this race anyway. Fuck. Alright, 11th place. Oh, right! Going backwards. We will do that after. Oh, fuck you! That's fine. We're not out of it yet. We're still in it. Didn't have a shield up. Oh, fuck off! Sucks the shield's only temporary. There we go. No, 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 no! Oh, thank God. Still doing it. Fuck! You take that shortcut just to survive at this point. Third? Third! I don't see how far ahead they are. They're that far ahead? Oh! Fuck off! Do it again. I do see you about going backwards, and I the competitor in me really wants to kick these fuckers' ass. Fucking hell. Oh, they were clashing with me too hard. I did my turbo. Fourth. Okay. Fourth is not bad. No, 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 no. Oh, fuck off. I lose my weapon when I die? Ugh. Bummer. Well, we're only in 5th, so this is still not bad. Get out of my way, fucker. It's also unbearably hot today. The fuck was that? No, I didn't lose my turbo. No, I lost my weapon. We're in 3rd. We are lapping people. Oh, come on! It's okay. Second. Hope that fucker is first. It's not. No, 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 no! Restart race. Oh, that's frustrating. Damn. It's frustrating as playing fucking the Fusion event in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. They are really aggressive. Out of my way and stay out. Okay, we're in first. We just gotta hold and we'll be good. Just gotta get far enough away that we can hold this position. And we will be alright. We can do this. That's not good, but we should be fine. Oh, that's bad. That's a long time without turbo. But not terrible, because we haven't been... No, 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 no. Okay, okay. I see your aggression. I don't like it, but I see it. Oh, I'm not hitting my turbos. We can keep hitting these next couple turbos, we'll be fine. Alright, that's it. We did it. Now one more race, and we will be all good for the for this mini game. Yeah, that was a tough one. Alright. You're in my way, and you need to get out of it. And you need to... No, 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 no! Fuck off! Losing your turbo when you get killed is such a penalty. Stop! Oh my god! Oh, the AI is killing me. Literally. Kinda wish I didn't lose my, like, turbo stocks when I died. We're not out of it, though. We will need to make up ground. Oh no, you're not even in the... So you're not even, like, competing with me at this point. How far ahead is the guy in first? That's it! We did it! Woo! That's a win! Now, real quick. Let's look for this platinum bolt. After the water section. Oh, past it? See if the game lets us go the wrong way. I think we have that. I don't think we can do it this course. I think it must be one of the higher ones. So let's get to the water section. There, okay. And now get out of the level. And that should be enough bolts to buy a couple of weapons, or at least a weapon. The economy in this game, despite having much more bolts in it, that's even because of inflation, is far tighter. Let's buy this pulse rifle. And restock on ammo. I might as well just buy these just to get them off of my
To zoom in with the pulse rifle, hold L1.
And we are going to put this on the hot bar.
Go get your cake, boy.
And take care of these with some XP. And we'll move on to our next planet. The Felsen system. Oh, this is another Maxi game. I do like the ship in this game. It's a really good ship. That's when you can start to customize later on.
We are under attack.
Can't outrun them. Let's hope these weapons work.
And this is another Starship, Star Fox level. Okay, okay guys, you had your fun. These are just one wave, so once we get rid of these 25 losers, that'll be it. Why? Because you shot me. Getting there? Their laugh is weird. Getting that raritanium is always nice. We're gonna need that. So many of you. I really like this game's like ship controls. Like when you can, we talked about it last time, but when you compare this to those really awful ship controls from the first game, these feel a lot better. Do a barrel roll. Really is impossible to think of anything but Star Fox. They did cut the ship combat in 3, and I do agree with you that it sucks. The problem is they cut a lot of shit in 3. I'm gonna, like, a little sneak preview of my thoughts on the third game. I don't think it's as strong as the second game. And I don't think it's even close. Not to say it's a bad game. Not by any stretch. It's just not... It's not as good as it could be. That was the game where you started to feel how the dev timelines and how tight they were really mess with developers' ability to build, to make this game. So far, so good. Eight ships remaining. Getting that raritanium. Three left. Yeah, 3 feels like a downgrade in a lot of ways, and one of them is the amount, like, from level design to, like, the lack of these kinds of cool little side diversions.
Mad skills. Mad skill. Yeah. A difficult challenge.
I like
One
this.
that a trained commando.
Hold on. I'm intercepting a transmission.
For the 5th time, I have a collect call to Thugs for Less from a Mr. You Are Gonna Die. Will you accept the
You are
charges?
gonna die.
You are gonna die.
I'll take that as a yes. Thank you.
You idiot.
Uh-oh.
I'm paying top dollar for your protection, and your moron employees are off at some picnic.
You
That was a
are gonna
bonding
die.
exercise.
Enough! I'm at the bigger point now. If your men aren't here pronto, you can kiss this contract goodbye.
Oh yeah? Well, you can kiss your, you know what I mean. Dang it.
Poor
Did you
Thugs
trace
for
that?
Less.
Coordinates locked in. We are headed there now.
Poor Thugs for Less. Like before, these maxi games that they called these maxi games back when this game was being developed. The idea that they're not mini games, they're quote unquote maxi games because you can bring the bolts you earn from them into the real game and use them to advance your character. And we'll do a couple of these. This one's a very simple one. Destroy X enemies in Y time limit. Out of missiles. I like how these space swaps have metallic sounds when you shoot them. Wish they would drop some missiles. How do you remember all this shit, JRBN, about what's in the game? I appreciate it, truly. I am impressed. Alright, now where are the rest of you? You're right here. Time is ticking and I need to hit you, fucker! Raritania, but no missiles. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, now it's time to fight the stronger enemies. That's one. We're doing it. Half of them are down. Each one we take out is one less that's shooting at us, so that's good. 4. I'm actually not halfway bad at this. I remember being a lot worse at this when I was a kid. We haven't done the hard stuff yet with the fucking race. That might take a while. We'll see. Because each one of these ship levels, and there's multiple. We do this more than once. And for good reason. This is a really, really fun minigame. Yeah, this one is the race. I believe there's a skill point for not missing a single ring and still winning this race. And you are right, I do oh, fuck. Restart. Oh, we got it. Okay, good. Yeah, there's the upgrade. We'll go for it later. Camera is a little close to get a real accurate beating on these rings. So far, so good. Not really in danger of being passed, either. This is kind of the introductory course, though, so that should be expected. Platinum Bolt. We did it. And now we're gonna do One more. I don't care if we're missing rings. It's not really why I'm here. Now, you said it requires fancy flying to get this upgrade, JRBN. And I disagree. It does not require fancy flying.
You have found a nanotech boost. Nanotech boosts instantly increase your maximum nanotech capacity.
Okay, I'm gonna be fully honest. I expected to just crash into the wall and die. I didn't expect to actually survive that maneuver. I was gonna be like, no, this requires you being willing to die. But the joke is ruined because I didn't die. So we'll pretend that I died and was made that funny joke just for the sake of ha 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 ha. Funny joke I made.
So, how's the reception out here?
We have sports, weather, ooh, the Science Channel.
Keep going. Whoa, what's that?
The man, the myth, the legend, the loser. Captain Quark, once the idol of everyone in the galaxy, has finally hit rock bottom. After his humiliation at the hands of Ratchet and Clank, Quark sold bogus merchandise he claimed were
bogus
Galvatron
merchandise.
products. But a key defect in this product, the personal hygienator, caused severe irritation in sensitive body areas and alerted authorities to Quark's scam. Behind the Hero will return after these messages.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yes, I suppose it...
All this time, my personal hygienator must have been causing that itch.
Anyway...
See, one of the genius parts about this game is that you don't think that that cutscene was important at all.
We always seem to be a bit late. Why is that?
Look at the camera.
Well, let's check this place out and find out where he's headed.
For a map, press select or R3.
You don't think that scene about what happened to Captain Quark is important? And you'd be right to think that. Or like, that would be a logical assumption is what I was just actually say, except you're actually wrong. Those cutscenes are not just comedy, they are actually of crucial importance to this game's storyline. Alright, we can't buy the Synthenoid yet, because we need more monies. That is fine. Alright, now let's get this blitz gun out and start shooting folk. A couple of missions here, I think. Yeah. I got the bigger thugs for less guys out here now. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna be fine. Let's throw some turrets out. I meant to use a secret. This is fine, though. And if memory serves, there are 10 nanotech upgrades throughout the game. We just got our first one in that ship level, but there are 9 more to get. I'm not using seekers on these small fry. Let's seek on these fools. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Bish. You cray. You cray-cray. I believe there is an achievo for knocking down one of the special... Not achievement, a skill point. We're not going to really go for the skill points, although I do want to demonstrate something that's relevant to them later on. There we go. Couple of Seekers to take care of that big ship. Yeah, there's a lot of breakables in this area. A lot of things you can smash. Alright, come on out, boys. Let's get fighting. Nice try. You boys too, come out. There we go. I cannot emphasize enough just how much adding Strafe to this game makes this game so much easier to play. It completely changes how combat functions. Sign is breakable, I believe. Yes. I remember you. Remember that titanium or platinum bolt. Let's keep moving. See what else is over here. Oh, hi, more thugs. Oh, hi there. Alright, let's kill these guys with the Seeker. Get our good old shotty for cleanup duty. There's another upgrade. Just the first one you're likely to find in a typical playthrough. Like in a typical blind playthrough of this game, that is the first one you're probably going to get. Even though there is one before it. And now it's time to do the level proper. Let's restock up on ammunition. Look at those orange guns we no longer need. I want to keep my blitz gun in rotation just a little bit longer, so I'm actually trying to avoid using it for a little bit. So I know it's useful in later levels. Well, not that useful, not for much longer. But we're still in a point where it is a useful gun. There's a way to turn that off. I think it's on the other side of this. Alright, thermo beam. Terminator, yes. I mean, later on, you'll get the skill. You'll get the box breaker, which is one of the most valuable tools that they've ever put in this game. And once we get that, doing the smashing collectibles stuff in this game will be so much easier. Perfection. This is actually a pretty good... I agree with you, JRBN. I like that, there are, like, reasons to go back once you've acquired certain items to old levels. Oh, right, that is the box breaker in that area. You're right. Now, this is actually a pretty good place to test out my sniper rifle. A lot of XP for just one kill. I guess they realize that you're not actually going to be using sniper rifle a lot, so when you do use it, it's worth a lot of experience to use it. One turret is a lot of fucking work. What's this dynamo here for? Oh, right. Well, we're first going to clear out the enemies first and then do that. Our turret's quite a bit on the way to leveling up. And unlike the Blitz gun, it is actually very likely that we will be using the turret for multiple things. Like when you're in the arena, for example. The turret is an incredibly valuable item to have available. Just something else doing some passive fire while you're dodging enemy attacks. Such a valuable thing to have. It's like playing Vampire Survivors, which is a $3 game on Steam. Got a race up there. I say race, we're really not in such a huge hurry. And there's our platinum bolt. Another one. I think there are 40 in the game total. Now we've taken care of that, it's time to use this elevator and advance. That's that.
Got a ship that needs, improvements? Worried about getting caught? At Slim Cognitos, your secret is safe with us. Whether it's weapons, shielding, or a new hyperspace module, we'll hook you up quickly, cheaply, and most important, quietly. So next time you're in the market for some, legally ambiguous refashioning...
I love Slim Cognito.
Slim Cognitos. The only inspections we pass are yours.
Starship mods. Well, a quick visit to Slim's wouldn't cost us much time. Or maybe we should check out that chemical factory. Someone inside might know where the thief was headed.
Hey, in fairness to Ratchet, Starship mods are very useful. You will finish this level, but the moment we're done, we are paying Slim a visit. Because we do need some Starship mods. The more ethically dubious, the better. That's what I say. Why settle for anything less than baby eating? You know? Genuinely, you were right, Xeno Christ, given how off, like, because there are like 4 different ship combat levels in the entire game. So having them having those mods is invaluable. As for the question of repainting the ship, when I'm playing by myself, my prioritanium goes to upgrades first, and then once I'm done upgrading, then we start dealing with wings and paint jobs. So I will probably take the same tact during the run, unless there's a color I particularly like adore. Because the more skill points you get, the more colors you unlock. And some of the later paint jobs are actually pretty fucking sweet. I was a big fan of the Insomniac Special growing up, and that's probably going to hold true today as well. But a lot of the paint jobs you start off with are not particularly they're just colors, which is fine, but not really worth the investment when you could be getting weapon upgrades or shield upgrades. I believe the Insomniac Special was it's the one with the Insomniac Moon logo on it. I think you need most of the game's skill points to unlock it. I think 25 out of 30 skill points. It was a personal favorite of mine. It was a black paint job with the Insomniac Moon on it as a decal. Alright, and now we use the Terminator. Honestly, this is effectively the Hydro Displacer 2.0. Because you only use it during water levels. It's one of those weird gadgets you don't actually make a whole lot of use out of. Oh, can we not proceed until we've frozen the water? Gotcha. Well, in that case, let's freeze the water. at least you do make frequent use of this gadget. Like, there are more than a few places in the game where it's used. Unlike some, like, the Hodge's Placer is only used in a couple of really, like, a couple of locations in the entire game. Honestly, out of all of the stuff we've gotten so far, the Dynamo and the Swing Shot are the ones that are the most crucial. Because they get used a ton in the game. Which is why in the third game they get combined into the same item, the Hyper Shot. You gotta wait for it to rise so you can freeze it and lock it into place. And that should allow you to jump up here and platform. Drex Black Heart's another good paint job, now that you mentioned it. I forgot about that one. Oh, that might be too low, actually. Yeah, this is too low. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. It's actually pretty cool they rely on you timing the pump perfectly. Now that we're out, we can reheat this water and freeze it even higher. So you can climb up here. Pretty basic puzzles. But at least, like, they still have these platforming puzzles. Like, once we get to up your arsenal, it is more or less combat from here on out. And I will miss that about, like, the series going forward, is that once you get to a certain point, it becomes, by and large, just combat. Oh, the combat is bad. The combat in these games are great. It's more that, you start to miss the platforming. Fuck those sharks. They deserve to freeze.
Perhaps these robots can assist us.
Excuse me? Have you seen any masked weirdos?
I think I had better do the talking. A masked customer picked up an order not long ago. Recently, they received a new transmission from him, and they are willing to show it to us for a small price.
6,000 bolts, you fucking freeloaders. But we are living in a capitalist society, so guess we're buying it.
Hello, yes. Hey! More containers of sulfuric acid.
I loved this cutscene as a kid. I still do. It's a really good cutscene.
Containers and 4 containers of liquid hydrogen.
That's some great physical comedy. Also, some great foreshadowing. Like, this is actually really good foreshadowing.
And I need it delivered.
That's really strong foreshadowing.
Hey, what?
And I need it delivered.
Or nothing. Just some robot humor.
Okay, funny guy. Let's just head to those coordinates.
It's a good mask. The thief mask is a really good mask. Alright, and... I've been looking at you guys in the chat, and I largely agree with the point you're making, where part of what makes Going Commando so strong, first off, we're going to buy some ship mods, is that they do a really good job at weaving the combat and the platforming together so that neither one of them overstays their welcome over long. There's a variety of things you're doing in the game that make it feel like, so it feels fresh. I believe, okay, we're buying ship mods. We have 20 rare titanium, so we can't really buy a whole lot. These wings are just cosmetic. You can buy the new shielding system, but we're going to actually buy the upgraded cannons. Because damage output is really important in these sections. But it is actually, like, it is pretty cool the way they not effortlessly, but the way they do make it so that you're never doing the same thing for too long before switching it up and doing something else. There's always something new to do, which makes the game's pace feel very good. It feels very good to play this game in the moment to moment, because you're rarely ever bored. Now, we didn't buy the Synthenoids. Is there a new weapon that we can buy? Not yet. Not yet. But we will buy that Synthenoid soon, because that is something that we do want. That is one of the most useful weapons in the game. We can break a Snowdan. I forgot the Snowdan was in this level. And here's the Blitz Cannon upgraded. This is Snowdan. And for people who are unaware, I think that's everyone here knows it, but for people who might not be aware, Snowdan refers to an employee, an Insomniac. I forget his name. Like, it's Dan's... I forget his last name, but his first name was Dan. And during the development of Going Commando, he passed away. So, from that point forward, they have kind of referenced Dan in almost every game every Ratchet and Clank game they've done up until even modern day. Like, there's an achievement here for destroying Snowdan, because to get that you had to find Snowdan. So it's a little Easter egg that exists in memorial to this man. So it's kind of like a touching tribute to his memory. We're making heavy use of Seekers in this level because Seekers are just that good. And more importantly, we have yet to upgrade them. Yeah, there we go. And that's how we get up here to this. Some things I do remember. Though it has been years since I played this particular Ratchet and Clank game. But I am like JRBM, where I used to play this game a ton. I just don't do it as much anymore. They need to put this on PS4 and PS5. I'm shocked they have not done that yet. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to tractor beam this. Okay, what I was actually supposed to do is use the tractor beam to move this back up here. Oh, no. And use that as a platform to jump up there. But because I am just that good, shut up, Xenochrist. Shut up. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what it's like to be the bad man. To be the sad man behind blue eyes. I did it on purpose. And you can't tell, and you will not be able to prove otherwise. But yeah, the idea is to use the tractor beam to bring that little cylinder up here to this spot and use it as a platform. Yeah, we're here for experience, Xenochrist. I thought you would know better by now, but I guess not. Shaw. Alright, so there's nothing over here. This turret is really fun. No. Almost at level up. Oh, we defeated the ship. Not expect that. Now we'll restock on ammo because we are about to fight the thief. It is a big truck. Lol. We probably are compensating for something. You know how thieves be. Also, fun fact. This is an actual plane that we are moving around on. Like, this is similar to the train level on Uncharted 3, where we are moving across an actual track. in real time. Hi, thief. Oh no! Oops. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. See what? I didn't do anything. Now it's time to fight the thief. Oh, that doesn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to. There we go. Just getting some XP with the sniper rifle while we still can. We're almost done this train or this convoy section, I believe. That does not do a whole lot of fucking damage. All right, now we are at the boss fight. And now there should be a vendor soon. We can use to stock up on our ammo before we actually do the fight itself. Perfect. I hope they got bad car insurance. Fuck them. Fight the thugs for less. And their robot shit. Still can't buy that synthanoid. Now it's time to fight the thief.
You've lost, Megacorp. Take your imperialistic eco-fascism to another dimension. Say goodbye to your friend.
I don't think the writers know what eco-fascism means.
Too slow.
The sentiment's appreciated, but that's not what's going on here. Weapon is really good. And this is why the turrets are good in the arena. Oopsie.
You had us worried for a moment.
I love that.
Suppose we should stop him.
Not worth it. We got what we came for. Let's just get that little guy back to Mr. Fizzwidget.
Ratchet? Spank? Is that you?
We've accomplished our mission, sir. The experiment is safe and in our possession.
Why, that's cutaneous! Absolutely munificent! You
Munificent.
voluptuous team!
We were glad to assist, sir.
We just need coordinates to our next rendezvous point.
Of course. I'm on my way to give a tour of Megacorp's historical mining site. Here's a little back talk on the fragility.
Megacorp,
A little back talk of the
a
fragility.
tireless drum major leading the galaxy on its march of progress. Come tour our desert mining facility and see why our most precious product.
This is a disturbing cutscene, by the way.
When we first arrived, we found a planet completely overrun by rainforest. To better accommodate the local wildlife, we transformed this impassable jungle into an easily navigable desert. Ever the technological pioneer,
Oops.
Megacorp invented the automated management team, thereby eliminating costly upward mobility. And all the while,
Eliminating costly upward mobility.
Megacorp manufacturing and mining. Our march continues to the tune of progress and profitability. Call Investor Relations today.
Is that facility still operational, sir?
Alas, no. But it's steeped in hysterics. I've offloaded the condiments to your naval computer.
We'll see you there.
The condiments to your naval computer.
Hey, there's Mr. Fizzwidget. What happened?
Everything's fine. There was just a bit of debris on the landing pad.
That was our ship.
Don't worry about it, little fella. It's insured. So, do you have the, delivery? Miraculous! Come, gentlemen. There is precious little time.
This is a really good scene, yeah.
Just sit back and relax, boys. How about a little flying music?
He did that on purpose.
Nah, he's just easily distracted.
Yeah, well.
Come on, let's see if we can find a way out of here.
I love that this time it's Clank who calls bullshit and Ratchet's the one who doesn't believe him, when in the last game it was literally the exact opposite scenario. I love that little detail. I love it. It's great. I guess since we're in the middle of the game, there's no need to avoid talking spoilers.
To zoom in with the pulse rifle, hold L1 and then press R1. To zoom out, hold L1 and press R2.
And since we're not avoiding spoilers, yes, he absolutely did it on purpose. He 100% did it on purpose. Clank is 100% right. Those pink ones will fill us up for 4 nanotech, as opposed to just 1 for the blues. I love the OST for this level. Yeah, we are going to get to the problem with Angela in a second. If you don't know who Angela is yet, bear with me. I'm pretty sure the idea was that these two would be stranded here. I'm pretty sure the idea is that by destroying their ship and then ejecting them from his own ship, they should not have a way of escaping this planet. And they'd be more or less trapped here forever. Of course, you know, platformers, plans, who needs them? Trying to make sure we upgrade these weapons here. He is very short-sighted. That is absolutely correct. But if you're a hyper-capitalist, you kind of have to be. The capitalist leaders are always self-selecting short-sighted because the system does not favor long-term thinking.
It says, in case of emergency, break glass with wrench. Hold on. This one says, use rock to break glass to get wrench to break glass to get rock. Ooh, I love logic puzzles. Let's see. If you break the glass with the...
Solved it.
I love him.
Your wrench now does more damage.
Our wrench does more damage, which is great, because we will never use it. I appreciate them, like, giving us wrench upgrades out of the game. It's just kind of undercut by the fact that we will never actually make use of them. God, Lava Gun is so good. The lava gun is such a good weapon! Which we might talk about the lava gun problem in a second, but for now, it's a really good weapon. It's a really good weapon. Yeah, they do fix the lava gun problem in 3, although some would actually agree with you. I actually agree with you. I think, but some people would actually say that the upgrade in 3 is actually still the same problem, just a different form of it.
The experiment now.
I can't do that.
You have 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa, he's she.
This changes nothing. Where's the experiment?
We have returned it to Mr. Fizz Widget.
Oh, you've just put the whole galaxy in imminent danger.
But
I don't have time to stand around explaining it to you. If you have any intention of fixing the mess you've made, watch this.
Oh no!
Oh
Good thing
no!
that wasn't little Susie. Here at the Megacorp testing facility, we make sure the products you buy are safe for you and your family. These are just a few of the...
Honestly, all of the scenes, all of these little cutscenes, the interesting worlds are fucking incredible.
self-wedgifying underwear, and the Lawn Ninjas.
The Lawn
The next
Ninjas.
time your toaster doesn't explode in your face, say a little thank you to the Megacorp testing facility.
Wow, she's got a few bolts loose. What does a testing facility have to do with galactic danger?
I am unsure. However, I believe we should investigate that location.
Well, we're gonna need a new ship.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite cutscenes. And we also now have the introduction of Angela, which is... Angela is a person.
Oh.
We'll get to that in a second.
Hello, sir.
Hey, that's my ship.
Possession is an illusion. Do not all things belong to the cosmos?
No. That's definitely mine.
Also, fun fact, the Guru and Ratchet are the same voice actor, so he's talking to himself in
Only
this
the
scene.
power of the crystals can hope to heal it.
Crystals, sir?
Crystals? Like those found in the desert? Beyond. Oh.
Well, we don't have any better ideas. Let's go grab a few crystals.
Angela's contentious not because, of, like, people's feelings of her as a character, but because of, like... How should I put this? Well, I guess to some degree part of it is her as a character. But the other part of it is that like there's the fact that the thief ends up being a good guy. They do seed it like they don't seed it. They do seed it pretty well. But there are a couple of scenes. I think we can actually watch cutscenes.
Do you have any
Like, this is actually a great example. Because
3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their
when you now know that Angela is a good guy and trying to look out for the galaxy, this scene is really fucking weird.
You forgot your change.
The fact that she ordered her thugs for less, which were under her command at the time, to do this to some poor shopkeep, it's really fucking weird. And that's kind of like one of the minor criticisms people have about Angela. Although, like,
You have no idea what you're involved in.
again, when you remember that this is supposed to be the good guy.
Immediately. Or this will happen to you. Or this will happen to you.
Now, in this particular case, you could argue that, like, she didn't kill or hurt Clank permanently. He was easy to fix. But, on the other hand, she committed a pretty grievous act of violence against someone who didn't know what they were getting into. Although, this scene that we just saw with the delivery, that actually is one of the ones that does make sense in retrospect. So, like, part of this isn't Angela, like, going forward. It's in hindsight when you have the twist, when you know what the twist is. Some of this shit happens in the beginning of this game, feels really weird and out of character for the person that we will later learn Angela is and is trying to be. It's strange. Not necessarily wrong, but strange in a way that kind of it stretches credulity for the character. You could argue that she's just trying to do, like, she's going to great lengths because, like, what is one storekeep and what is one robot in the scheme of Black Danger, but if you're gonna treat her as the hero or as one of the heroes of this story, that is a really weird introduction to that character. And I do not know if I will do the future games. So I'm gonna say, like, it's okay to talk about them, like, in broad strokes. But one of the core premises of the Ratchet and Clank future timeline is that Ratchet is the last Lombax in the galaxy. And because Angela is so very, like, similar to Lombax's, that raises a lot of questions. Not questions that are impossible to answer, but questions that probably should have been answered. I think there's a bolt here. I think the bolt is higher up. But you're right, I do remember there being a bolt in this location. That is also a fair and logical interpretation of the character, is that she's willing to do a lesser harm in the pursuit of stopping a greater harm. But when you look at her, like, from this point forward, that just kind of drops completely. Let's use the glider, and this is going to be an interesting section. The glider is one of the more contentious gadgets in this game. For fairly good reason, too. Because it is not exactly a fun gadget to use. Let's go for this nanotech upgrade. And here's a bolt to commemorate our first gliding section. We'll probably be in the desert for the rest of the stream, but that's fine. Probably part of the next stream, too. Because this is a place where you can waste a lot of time. But yeah, like, Angela... We'll go back for the Platinum Bolt, probably, like, either, if not this stream, but definitely next stream. But the desert, the big thing with the desert is getting crystals. Which is something that we will do. We need a minimum of 10 just to complete a level and proceed to the next one. Restoring our ship in the process. But We do have an incentive to get as many crystals as possible, beyond just the base 10. There we go. And that upgrades the mini turret to the mega turret. Which I said earlier that the mini, like, when I said earlier that the weapons you get once you upgrade them, you more or less toss them aside. The turret is one of the few exceptions. It is useful throughout more or less the entire game. It will remain so deep into New Game Plus. It's a decent chunk of XP too for our weapon. And then second upgrade. This is a pretty good place to get XP as well, honestly, because these, for our current point in the game, these enemies do drop a fair amount of XP. Get some ammo and then keep going. Get some more crystals. Almost have the 10 we need to proceed, but I think there's a grand total of 100 crystals in this entire area total. Fun fact, you actually get more bang out of your ammo if you feather the lava gun instead of holding it down. You can use the drip feed from your gun to get a little bit more extra oomph out of it. Perfect. And that's the time we need to proceed. At this point, we are more or less done. But we can still go for more. It is a beholder, yeah. There are a couple of them throughout, and thankfully, when you kill them, they drop crystals. Now, the 10, we can trade them in for ship repairs.
The crystals are spiking to me with a single voice. Oh, oh, oh.
That was pretty impressive.
Bring me more crystals, and I'll pay you cold hard bolts.
Huh?
Oh.
can earn vast amounts of bolts by exploring the desert and finding crystals.
There are 100 crystals total in the desert, and we will be probably doing some more hunting. Probably, I keep saying we will do it off stream, but I'm kind of like, I'm at that point, at this point, I know I'm lying when I say that, so I'm going to stop saying that. If I do any crystal hunting off stream, I'll let you know when we relaunch on Sunday, next Sunday. And now, like, we'll just talk about that to start the series. But I think we've got 10 minutes left. We'll actually wrap up with some crystal hunting. But we can just stop whenever we're ready. Pardon-moi. And enjoy this game's combat. I will admit, I do enjoy these desert enemies, especially since there is a Oh, I think you can get some weapon mods here. Yeah, let's get some weapon mods. Shock mod and lock-on mod for the Seeker. Upgrade to the turret. Shock mod for the Sniper. And we'll do the Blitz Cannon as well. Yes, the Moonstones later on. Oh, that is a miserable experience. So I'll take time to appreciate just like... I wouldn't call this an open world, but this is a very wide open level in a Ratchet and Clank game. And this was like the first of its kind. This kind of like field that you can explore to acquire some object that you can trade in for bolts. The thing that the series comes back to time and time again. And it's probably like, it's a really fun level almost every time they bring it back. The one exception being those fucking Moonstones. The Moonstones are just the worst. Also, like, part of what makes this... Yeah, I agree. Part of what makes this desert really fun to explore is the music. The music really adds to the experience of exploring this desert area. 100%. Honestly, even with the Rhino, the Yetis in that area later in the game are really miserable to fight. Since, especially they never stop spawning in. They just keep coming and they don't stop coming. We actually know who is responsible for the Yeti level. I've been kind of talking up this the developer commentary Let's Play from Mike Stout and Tony Garcia. Tony Garcia, in that Let's Play, talks about his acts, his crimes against humanity in designing that level. So if you do not like the Yetis in that one section of Ratchet and Clank going Commando, absolutely blame Tony Garcia for that. That was his design choice. I actually think he doubled down, actually. Instead of apologizing, he doubled down. He just acknowledged that he did it, but I don't think he's like upset about people being upset about it. He's just kind of like, yeah, I made a hard level. Tough. Huh? At least it's optional, right? He is also, from what I understand, a grade A troll, so like he could just be teasing. I don't know which is funnier. The idea that he's being serious, the idea that he's teasing. What clearly it is a thing that he is not, at least not sorry about. We're gonna probably get an upgrade seer gun at some point soon. Stop fighting these bugs and get the big guy. Beautiful. Yeah, 15 crystals out of 88 left. Oh, we have a platinum bolt. Let's go get it before we wrap up the stream in a few minutes. I honestly don't think the Beholder I-Beam is that bad. It doesn't even do that much damage, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if this is level up or not. This might be. Oh, you mean an actual D&D. Fair enough. I don't know that much about, like, fighting them in D&D, so I'll take your word for it. It's been a hot minute since I played a D&D campaign. Wow. Blinding a beholder. Clever. Clever and funny. Should have a sight for sore eyes. Eh? Eh? Sight for sore eyes. Let's lava gun these fools. We are absolutely, like, right there. I want to try to get the seer gun leveled up, but I think we're out of time. $21 crystals is not bad for the amount of time we've spent here. But I think this is a good place to call it, actually. Save. And next time, you will definitely buy the Synthenoids and finally get that off our checklist. Then we might... I don't know if we'll save for the Bouncer, because the Bouncer... The Bouncer is legit one of my favorite weapons in Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, if not the entire series. I love that weapon a lot. It's a really fun weapon to use. But we will worry about that next time. For now, remember, wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, get your vaccine and your booster shot. Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and all lives cannot matter until minority lives matter. Have a great evening, everybody, and I will see you when I see you. Take care and stay safe. Bye!